You ever say something on stage and instantly wish a trapdoor would open under your mic stand? Yeah, me too. There are a lot of things you should say on stage. Thanks for coming. This one's for all the legends at the back. And if you're lucky, I'll be back here next week. But today we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about the other stuff. The offhand comment that hits the air and flattens the vibe like a fart in yoga class. You open your mouth and say something so awkward it makes everyone stare into their beer like it's holding the meaning of life. These are the phrases that seem harmless at first, but slowly erode your credibility, alienate your audience, and leave you smiling on the outside while your inner child packs its guitar and walks into the sea. Number 1, tough crowd. Ah yes, the international symbol for I'm feeling insecure and I need everyone to laugh even though I just passively aggressively insulted them. Why it kills. You've basically just said it's your fault you're not having fun, and nothing makes an audience warm to you like subtle blame. It's like filming slow-mo butt pulses in front of the water fountain at the gym and yelling, "Boundaries!" when someone needs a drink. Even if they were enjoying themselves, now they're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. Everyone just opened their calculator app like they just remembered long division. If a song bombs, shrug it off with charm. Say something like, another gig, another room full of strangers. The upside of being unknown is the bar's already low. Sounds confident. Sounds like you're steering the ship. Sounds like someone who can survive the icy silence of the local influencer at table 3. Or something like, well, that one goes straight back into the maybe pile. Then keep it moving. You're not in a trust circle, you're in a TAB with laminated menus and a bloody dartboard. So play something recognisable before the vibe dies like your third marriage. Like if you ever finished a heartfelt ballad and the only response you got was from a coffee machine. Subscribe if you played your guts out while a toddler with an iPad got more attention. Number 2, I stuffed that one up. Sorry, forgot the words. No one knew. Seriously, you're about to get away with it, then you decided to narrate your own train wreck in real time. It's like tripping up the stairs and then pretending you were checking the build quality. Why it kills. You've just shifted the audience focus from feeling something to evaluating something. Now they're watching your hands instead of listening to the song. You've gone from bloody musician to a muppet. Say this instead. Absolutely nothing. Then move straight on to the next song like the confident disaster you are in that moment. There's plenty of time to recover. Now's not the time to talk about it unless you've got a locked and loaded charm bomb. Like pretend to write on a notepad, still forgetting the lyrics to Valerie, and then just move on. Number 3, no one's listening anyway. Ah yes, the professional tantrum. It's the musical equivalent of sighing heavily while vacuuming and saying, "It's fine, I'll do everything myself." This one usually arrives halfway through set 2, right around the moment you realise the only people clapping are related to you. Why it sucks. You've taken your internal monologue and broadcast it across the whole room like a principal calling out year 10s for vaping. The room's gone still. The bar staff have stopped pouring mid-pint and the guy who clapped earlier has turned his chair around to face the wall. Say this instead. All right, this one's just for me. If anyone overhears it, I'll try not to let it go to my head. Dry humour lands better than resentment every time. Now you've acknowledged the vibe, but without sounding like you're too worried about it, but you still want to get a vibe going. And remember, people will still be listening and enjoying it, even if it doesn't feel like it. I mean, how many times have you had a human statue come up to you after set to say they loved it? And you genuinely appreciate the comment, even if you're thinking, thanks, next time feel free to tell your face. Number 4, oh, I don't really know this one. Then why are you about to play it, legend? Nothing inspires confidence like a disclaimer, right? Imagine your dentist saying, well, I haven't done this root canal in a while, but we'll see how we go. Why it's a problem? You've just lowered expectations so far they're underground. The audience now expects a musical dumpster fire. You've taken the element of surprise and instead of using it for impact, you've used it for disappointment prep. You've just told the audience, lower your expectations, this is about to be average, buckle up. Say this instead. This one was a request, let's see how we go. Or just shut up and start playing. Worst case scenario, they think it's an obscure B-side and you get points for creativity. Number 5, can you guys even hear me? Only slightly more professional than, is this thing on? Well, tapping the mic and creating a sound only dogs can hear. Why it kills? Now you sound unsure, under-rehearsed and about 5 seconds away from blaming your entire rig on the bar's Wi-Fi. Fix it before it happens. do a proper sound check, play a few chords, walk into the crowd during your track test, and if something's changed during the set, adjust it quietly. Or say this, if I'm too loud, just throw something soft. If I'm too quiet, just throw money. And then just smile like it's part of the show. Number 6, we'll just wait for this table to quieten down. Yes, throw the spotlight directly on the noisiest table. That'll calm things down. Let's stop the show so we can all stare at the party table like disappointed parents. Oh boy, you just gave the hecklers a spotlight and an invitation to double down. Why it's a problem? You've made it personal. The loud table is defensive and you've lost the room. You've now created a weird little struggle in the middle of your set and you're not going to win it. Not without a t-shirt cannon. Now the loud table knows you're annoyed, the quiet tables feel tense, and you've just invited a potential conflict in the middle of your gig like it's open night at couples therapy. Say this instead. Nothing. Shush! I'm trying to record here. Or say this instead. Nothing. Or just, if you must acknowledge it, diffuse it with humour. Looks like the party's over there. I'll see if I can win them over by verse 2. You know, light, cheeky, still in control. Number 7. This is one of my originals. Look, I get it. You wrote a song. You love it. It means something. But at a pub full of footy fans neck deep in palmy and full-strength lagers, this isn't the time to tell people you're deviating from Brown-Eyed Girl for a deep emotional reveal. Why it kills? The crowd hears, you won't know this, you can't sing along, and it probably doesn't have a chorus. Say this instead. Here's one you haven't heard, but I reckon you'll like it. Boom. Expectation reset. No apology, no over-explanation. Just play the thing. Number 8. Nobody tips anymore. Oof. A classic combo of guilt, trip and desperation. Nothing like making your audience feel like you're busking for guilt, and absolutely no one has ever thought, wow, what a heartfelt complaint. I'll slip him $10. Why it kills? It sounds bitter, and you've made the interaction transactional. You've made the art feel like a charity drive, and now your tip jar looks more like a shrine to your dying ego. Say this instead. Tip jar's right here. It takes notes, coins, and praise I can pretend is enough. You know, that'll get you a tenner, or at least a pity laugh. Either way, it's a win. Here's the bottom line. The space between your songs matters just as much as the songs themselves. As I always say, it's where your personality shines or backfires. It's where you win the crowd over or quietly chase them back to the pokies. You don't need to be super funny, but you also don't need to be that guy who talks like he's giving his own Yelp review in real time. So keep it tight, keep it confident, and if in doubt, just smile and start the next song. It's safer, it's smoother, and most importantly, it won't get you uninvited. See you in the next one. Unless I open with tough crowd, in which case you could just unplug me and roll me out the fire exit.